Right folks, second part of this video. So what we're going to be looking at doing is, as you can see, I've only put furniture, so all my windows, all my doors are done, and I've only put furniture in my kitchen. So if I just move this up, so this is something, a few wee things, wee tips I can tell you. You can actually grab and drag this up, so you can have a better look at your 3D model if you want. And again, you can hold the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, or you can use these wee buttons here to pan and spin. And obviously I've got these options here. So put this down, so obviously there is my design, so I can see it a bit better, zoom in and zoom out, so on and so forth, as we said a second ago, and to grab it. Now, a few wee things, and tips to make your life a bit easier when placing furniture. So these are obviously kitchen cabinets, hopefully you can see them here. What you can actually do is, rather than having to grab and drag the exact same thing over and over again, you can actually hold Control and press the letter C for copy, and Control V to paste it that way, to save you having to actually have to drag every one of them. And again, remember, each of these wee symbols in the corners stand for something different. So that one currently is facing the wrong direction, which if I spin it, you can actually see that. So if I grab that and spin it, it spins in real time. Okay, so that is the way it goes there. So I can then just snap, and you will see it will snap to the wall and to an object beside it. Now, if I double click on that object, it brings up information about that object. So if I wanted, I could actually go in and take my time and colour them as well. So I can go colour or texture. So if I was to go, for instance, texture, highlight that, I want to apply this to it, click the wee box, here's all the textures that we can apply to it. So there's not much to pick from, unfortunately, but that is what we get with this kind of free program. So I'm just going to choose that wooden floor texture, just to see how it looks. Press OK, and you can see that texture has now been applied to that object. Now the exact same thing happens to your walls and everything else, to be frankly honest. Just remember, try not click on them in the 3D version, it doesn't do anything. You have to click up the 2D version. So I'm going to click on my outer wall here. So I've got my heights, sloping wall, thickness, so on and so forth. But I've got my left hand side and my right hand side. I can choose matte or shiny, so I'll just tend to stick to the matte. Now sometimes the left and right hand side can be a wee bit difficult to work out which one is which, so the best thing to do is I tend to have colour on the inside of my house and texture on the outside. So if I just choose, for instance, now we'll just guess colour is going to be inside. So let's pick a colour dropper. So obviously we've got this option here. We can pick a colour, and again we can jump between these palettes if we want. So I'm going to have the inside my kitchen colour be maybe a light kind of green colour, and then my outside is going to be a texture, and it's going to be brick, which there should be a red brick there. Whoa, small brick, red brick. Okay, so when I hit OK, it updates. Now quite clearly I've got them the wrong way around, so that's the only kind of thing it takes a bit of a time to get used to. Now what you can do is just double click it again, and I'm going to flip the colours. Okay, so double click, texture, brick to flip, colour, make again that kind of light green colour. Okay, that's then flip now, so I've got a colour in it. Now this is the one thing, you will notice that my wall colour goes the full length of 2 rooms. That is because when I drew my floor plan, my original outside wall, I did that as one big long wall, so it thinks that as one wall in design. You would actually need to split that wall to have it 2 separate colours. So to do that, just for future reference, so if we split a wall, we can see obviously it's split in 2 parts, so we can then just drag and drop that split wall to where we want it to go. So let's zoom in a wee bit so we can see a bit better. So we can see there's a wall split there, and move it along to where we want the split to happen. Oh. Put that flat and straight. Now let that split stopping and start in the middle of that wall. Zoom out to have a wee look, and that's my wall split. So all I did was to do that, I'm simply right clicking and then choosing the split the wall option. Okay. So if we look at it now, even though this still appears one colour, that's because that colour still has been applied to this wall here. So again, I can just double click on that one, you can see the colour still applied, go back in, maybe make this room a nice light blue colour maybe, but I still want that brick to be the same. So that way you can see. So that is how you paint your walls on the outside and inside. So we'll do a third and final video with the house fully kind of decorated, and I'll maybe just drag and drop some random piece of furniture in the room, and then I'll maybe show you how to do a virtual walk around and add in floors and that.